Hi, this is Ron Schira, and I'm at Gallery 908 for the exhibit of Eldon Catter. The exhibit is called Rock, Paper, Scissors, or Scissors, Rock, Paper, or however, but it is Rock, Paper, Scissors. We're going to start here with this piece, which is called Excalibur. Now, the artist is a paper maker, and he's created a couple of really interesting works around here, so let's take a look around. And we're going to talk with the artist too, and he is right here. Hi Eldon, do you mind if we get a few words with you? You were speaking to me about that you were an educator, and that you're a paper maker, and that all of your work has, is all designed around the process of making paper.
Yes.
So, did you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I've always been fascinated by this whole process of paper making, and especially the way you can create different surfaces and different edges. And there's nothing totally predictable about the process of paper making and making a sheet of paper. You never know just exactly how the edges are going to come out. They can be feathered, they can be irregular, but seldom are they straight. And the surfaces can be very slick, smooth, rough, and you can control that to some extent, but there's always an element of chance. Hence the title of the show, Rock, Scissors, Paper, which is, as you know, play the game.
Which is a game that you play by taking.
You take your chance, and sometimes you come out on top, and sometimes you don't.
Well, it looks like you came out with a lot of good ones here. We'll just take a walk around here and get some close-ups of some works here. And this one here is says Rock, Paper, Scissors as well at the top of it.
And this is the rock. This is the paper, but you can see the surface is very rock-like, and then I had to, of course, put the scissors in and just play on words.
So this is paper here. This is not a real rock.
What you're looking at here is real rock.
That's real rock.
That's travertine. It's from Italy, but it actually is from the Getty. It's what the Getty Museum in California is built from. So, and that's where I got that from the Getty Museum.
Travertine, that's they use that in tiles and making.
And these are all torn pieces of handmade paper that I made, and they're made from different kinds of fibers. Some are made from cotton, some from cattails, milkweed pod, different kinds of fibers. And those are landscapes.
Yeah, these are very calming. I like these a lot. They're very nice. Now you have some text underneath these. It says, are these in order?
Yes, this goes with the ones about the horizon line. This is kind of a comment. Actually, I took off on when President Bush was talking about, there is no timeline, but it's on the horizon, and so I just played on with the idea of the horizon.
Right, it says here, peace, there is no timeline, but see, it's on the horizon. How far away might that be, sir? Well, we don't know for sure because no one has ever reached it. And this one here says, in the twilight, the colors begin to fade. The hues beyond nightfall are uncertain. The spectrum of midday is now a memory. The spaces we recall are altered as time passes. The only reality is the place we now see, if only for a fleeting moment in the twilight. It's very elegant. Now this here, you can get it without any glare on it. Okay, now you actually have some photographs in here.
Yes, I did visited this rock painting site, and I did some photographs and then these handmade, the handmade paper is sort of derivative of both the images and the colorations of these ancient rock paintings.
So are the
Which happen to be on I think the land that it's on is owned by Boeing, and it's not open to the public. Nobody really ever gets to see these caves because the land is, as I said, is owned by, I think it's Boeing, and it's all heavily guarded, not because of the rock painting, but because of something else that's going on there.
now you do some interweaving here too.
Yes.
So the work that you have in here is actually woven like a basket. Now, another question is, do any of these have any titles, or is the poems the
The
titles?
poems are kind of the titles. I mean, I suppose I could come up with titles, but it would be based on, you know, within the text of the poem. And the poems kind of came about as the kind of what I was thinking when I was working on these pieces. I didn't write the poem first, nor did I create the work first, but these were the thoughts that were going through my head as I was manipulating the materials. And then I put them down on paper. And then, so that's...
Okay, so like this one here, I like this one. This is really elegant. It says, winged protector, a guardian at day, a comforter at night, an ancestral spirit honored by a feather offering at sunset. Now,
I think that's really the cave painting. The cave paintings had something to do with ancestral worship, and there were these ascending figures and decent. So and there was also a place where they performed healing rituals. And at the time that we were there, even though it was not open to the public, and even though it's like centuries old, there was a burnt offering in this cave, and a very recent burnt offering. So, which was quite a puzzlement, because we don't know just how that came to be. And then that's why then I came home and started working on these pieces.
and you had also mentioned that these works are technically printed with the colors before the actual paper is pressed.
That's right.
So it's not actually a painting. It's
I wouldn't call it a. You can say pulp painting, but it really is not like applying the paint after the fact. It's an integral part of the sheet of paper, which now I have cut up and made these collages of.